Hey everyone, Randy is back now to level up your cream cheese game. Can you think of a better thing you want leveled up? He's got the perfect recipe to pair with the beetroot salmon lox that he made earlier in the show. So Randy, what have you got for us?
Well, Tracy, we're talking cream cheese. You hit the nail on the head. We're talking bagels. We need to get the bagel prepped and started. And I've seen those little apparatuses that they use not to cut their fingers off. I just want to do a quick little lesson here. Try to find a bagel that's been stuck to another bagel. You maybe have a flat side, right? And then we can all live with our fingers, okay? Just tuck your fingers back and then slowly with the bread knife, just even strokes. Let the knife cut the bagel, okay, kids? And look at that, you know. We're good. But now I'm going to take the bagel to the next level too, because a toaster is a fine place, but it toasts both sides. And it doesn't add any more flavor. But a little bit of olive oil and a nub of butter, boom, into a cast iron pan. This is going to start the dream. We just kind of roll it around in the butter and kind of get that in there. And now we're going to make our cream cheese. So we'll just leave that in there for about 1 minute. So, Trace, what do you think belongs in cream cheese? What do you want to see in your cream cheese?
Are you going to do chives or is that way too traditional?
Oh, totally I'm going to do chives. You need some kind of onion, right? And I want something a little bit lighter. So you hit the nail on the head there. We're going to throw some chives in. Anything else?
So you're going to do onion, you're going to do chives. I don't know. What else are you going to put in there? We need some vinegar, right? And I always like the capers for me, especially with like the beetroot, the smoked salmon, or the gravlax. It just needs the capers. And then here's a good one. You want it to be super fresh and crisp and take it to another level. I just kind of like peeled the outside of a lemon and then I did some segments on it. But just, you know, take a little paring knife and go in between the wedges. And then what this is going to do, it's going to add bursts of citrus. It's going to be kind of hidden in there. So you'd be like, oh, that's really creamy and delicious. And then all of a sudden, kapowie, like a little wedge of lemon is going to punch you right between the eyes and kind of wake you up a little bit. So then all we're going to do then is go a little bit of salt and a touch of pepper, right? And you could put this in a Cuisinart, but I think it's just going to be way too smooth that way. And you're just going to mix it up for a few minutes and kind of punch it around. You know, if you got a kid who is having trouble sleep at night, make him work this for 5 minutes and, you know, he'll sleep him like a baby. If you mix this up and kind of give it like that, all of a sudden you'll see all the ingredients in there. And it's just kind of like this gorgeous looking thing. And you know, now that everyone's been locked up and they're making their own bagels and bread, everyone's getting a little bit more like into the cream cheese and bagel stuff. So that you're gonna be right on trend here. So now we get back to our bagels here. And Catherine, this is her favorite snack. She says she's a bottom. You know what? I've got a better one over here, but you can take a look. Look at this. Crispy, little bit of butter, just a little bit of extra flavor. Ooh. Then we go into our cream cheese. That looks like a lot of cream cheese. Maybe I'll touch a little bit less, but then you know how they do it. Just like, oh, you gotta make sure that hole gets filled up so nothing's falling through. Oh, a little lemon in there. Oh my stars, okay. I'm getting excited over here. So now we take this and we get that beetroot lox that we had earlier. And you can just see that kind of folded over the edges like this, Trace. And I mean, everyone's worried about the carbs and stuff. So in our house, we only go half lemons. I know New York City, it's all about the sandwich, like kind of bagel. And they do the two sides, but I just feel like that's kind of overwhelming with the bread. So then the only time we have raw onion in the house is on this dish. Normally they're pickled, normally they're doing something else, but look at this, paper thin red onions. And then I went out to the garden earlier and I picked a little bit of fresh dill, like this. Oh my gosh. And then guess what else we got here? This is the perfect time of year because everything in the garden's coming up. I've got some coriander flowers. You know, you're gonna have a princess at home, you gotta treat her like one. So she likes the coriander, the flowers go down on there. What do you think, Trace? Would Leo like this? Do you think you could make this for Leo? I could make that for Leo. Leo would like it, I would love it, Eva would love it, Sydney would love it, the dog would love it, everyone would love it. That's a good recipe, that's lunch right there. It looks amazing.
I'm just gonna tell you something. We're gonna take a picture of the second one because Catherine's gonna eat this before I have a chance to take a photo of it.
Catherine deserves to eat it immediately, and I know you'll get a picture to us and it'll be just as perfect. Cityline.tv for Randy's fantastic genius. All of his recipes are there. Thank you, Rand. Thank you, Kath.